Well, it has been some time, many years ago, artist Charles M. Schulz introduced us to the great comic strip that is Peanuts, that featured Charlie Brown, Lucy, Linus, Snoopy, Woodstock, and all the other gang. After having some successful TV specials, the Peanuts gang made their first foray onto the big screen in the late 60s, as I'm about to bring to you a review of A Boy Named Charlie Brown. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Good grief. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D. And this time around, I bring to you a review of the 1969 anime musical comedy drama flick A Boy Named Charlie Brown. From Cinema Center Films, distributed by National General Pictures. Film was directed by Bill Melendez, who of course worked on the Peanuts animated specials. The first feature film based on Charles Schulz's Peanuts comic strip. It was a big success at the box office. It was released in December of 1969. Now then, of course, this film was produced in cooperation with Lee Mendelson, Bill Melendez Productions, and United Feature Syndicate. Well, here's in this film, of course, where Charlie Brown is hopefully going to try to prove himself and what have you, because everyone keeps, well, making fun of him and all sorts of things. Anyway, when Charlie Brown's baseball team loses the first Little League game of the season, he becomes convinced that he will not win any of them. On the way to school one day, Lucy jokingly suggests that he enter the school's spelling bee. However, Linus considers it a good idea and encourages him despite the jeers of his sister, plus Violet and Patty. Yes, and those girls dub him Failure Face. That's one of the songs you hear in the film. So Charlie Brown nervously enters the spelling bee and defeats his classmates. As he studies before the school championship, he and Linus sing a spelling mnemonic called I before E, as Snoopy accompanies them on a Jew's harp. In class the next day, Charlie Brown freezes when challenged with Perceive, but recovers when Snoopy plays the song's accompaniment outside the classroom window. Crowned champion, his classmates cheerfully follow him home and sing Champion Charlie Brown. Lucy proclaims herself his agent, and when his friends suggest that he continue studying, he is confused. They tell him that he must now take part in the National Spelling Bee in New York City, and he is again filled with self-doubt. As he leaves, Linus reluctantly offers him his blanket for good luck, and the other kids cheer for him. Back at home, Linus suffers terrible withdrawal after being separated from his blanket. Unable to withstand it, he pleads with Snoopy to go to New York and help him recover it. They meet with exhausted Charlie Brown in his hotel room, but he doesn't know where he left the blanket. After searching outside of the hotel, they return to him, only to find him absent-mindedly using the blanket as a shoeshine cloth. Yeah. Now for the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. So Linus joins Snoopy in the audience as Charlie Brown competes. The other kids watch the contest at home on television. One by one, the other contestants are eliminated until only Charlie Brown and one other boy remain. However, after correctly spelling several words, Charlie Brown is eliminated when he accidentally misspells beagle, the type of dog Snoopy is, as Beagle instead of Beagle. And good. Oh boy. Yep. Much to his and everyone else's frustration, and Lucy, who is equally ashamed that he's eliminated. Depressed, Charlie Brown returns home alone with Linus and Snoopy. The next day, Linus visits him. He has been in his bed all day and refuses to see or talk to anybody. Linus tells him that the other kids missed him at school and that his baseball team finally won their first game of the season. But Charlie says he will never return to school or do anything again. As Linus leaves, he now points out that the world did not end despite his failure. He thinks for a moment, gets dressed, and goes outside. He sees the other kids playing, and when he spots Lucy as she plays with football, which is the same one he failed to kick earlier in the movie, he sneaks up behind her to kick it. She pulls it away and welcomes him home. As we hear a reprise of the theme to the movie, A Boy Named Charlie Brown. And that's the end. So, what did I think of A Boy Named Charlie Brown? Well, I have to say, I absolutely love this movie. This is definitely a very good film. And it has got a lot of good reviews and what have you. The film went on to make $12 million at the box office. It made its premiere at Radio City Music Hall, making it only the third film to premiere there, aside from Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Bambi. And everyone gave it good reviews. Time praised the film for its use of subtle, understated colors and its scrupulous fidelity to the source material, calling it a message film that should not be missed. Absolutely. I mean, this has a lot of everything that you could get from anything from Peanuts. Not just that, but also Charlie Brown trying to fly a kite and what have you early on. Still, I think this was so good. Now, I also like the music done by Vince Guaraldi, who of course did the music for just about all the Peanuts specials and what have you, along with a little help from Ron McEwen and John Scott Trotter. Now, we do have our great voice acting cast as well. The voice acting includes Pierre Robbins, who voices the titular character of Charlie Brown. He had recently he actually voiced Charlie Brown in the A Boy Named Charlie Brown television documentary on Charles M. Schulz, which premiered 6 years earlier. Now, of course, he had recently voiced Charlie Brown in the first few television specials, because it was A Short Summer Charlie Brown, which came out the same year this did, was the last thing he did. He had voiced Charlie Brown starting with A Charlie Brown Christmas. And, of course, he would also voice him in It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, as well. Yeah. Next voicing Lucy is Pamela Verdon, who, of course, I've known her from several things, well, TV shows and movies as well. Of course, I've seen her on The Brady Bunch and let's see, what else did I see her in? Shazam, plus a few other shows, and also the 1977 Saturday morning show Space Academy. Of course, she also lent her voice to some animated series such as The Roman Holidays and Sea Lab 2020, and also voiced Vulnerable in the original Charlotte's Web. Voicing Linus is Glenn Gilger, I think it's Gilger. If I mispronounce it, if it's Gilger, then I do apologize. I think it's Gilger. Andy Forsich voices Schroeder. Sally Dreyer voices Pay. And Ann Altieri voices Violet, and Aaron Sullivan voices Sally. That's, of course, Charlie Brown's sister, but I'm sure you knew that already. Linda Mendelsohn voices Frida, and Christopher DeFaria voices Pigpen. Other characters do appear, including Sharmy, but he doesn't have a speaking role. Peppermint Patty and 5 others appear, but in silent roles. But however, Peppermint Patty would be a featured character in the next film, which would be released 3 years later, and that would be Snoopy Come Home. Anyway, it was so successful, and it even received an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song Score, but unfortunately lost to the Beatles' Let It Be. The film has been released on physical media as well, through the courtesy of Paramount. Now, originally it was CBS Fox that originally released them, then by CBS Home Entertainment through Fox. And then starting 2001, Paramount followed, and that's who currently distributes the film. Anyway, I think the film is incredible. It's got a great story. It's got a great cast of characters, great voice acting, great music and score. Overall, I think this is a good experience for anybody who is a fan of Peanuts or Charlie Brown or any of the other members of the gang. So would I recommend A Boy Named Charlie Brown? The answer is easily yes. Definitely. You gotta check this film out if you haven't. Now, if you have seen A Boy Named Charlie Brown, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the second Peanuts feature, Snoopy Come Home. Now, this is kind of a big surprise because I think this is a great timing to do this because very soon this would have been Charles Schulz's 100th birthday this year, as a matter of fact. Yeah, because of course we lost Schulz back in February of 2000, and let me see. And next weekend on Saturday, the 26th, would have been Schulz's 100th birthday. Excuse me. I think that's perfect. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and if you like this, check out some of my Peanuts reviews and what have you. Now, I think I'm good with what I've got. I probably won't re-review them or anything, but if you'd like, go to the upper left-hand corner and see my review of It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. The upper right-hand corner is a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which I did with another one of my favorite Thanksgiving specials, the Thanksgiving That Almost Wasn't, which was from Hanna-Barbera. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of A Charlie Brown Christmas. All those works will be, unfortunately, not be shown on TV this year, but you probably knew that already as well. And the bottom right corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.